I'd had the idea of Adam the Time Traveler 4 since not very much after I finished Adam the Time Traveler 3. I didn't want to tell any of my fans and I wanted it to be a New Year surprise, but I got it done a bit quicker anyway, despite my original plan for it. It was hard to make it in the start because I wanted to give it a few months and I didn't really have a storyline. I did find a toy, however, which I thought would be good as Adam's sister, who I would make 4 years younger and make called Alicia. I had the toys, they were all ready, but then I had some housework to do and they were all moved. I lost all three of them. Doc Bill was with a bunch of other Duplo Lego toys in my sister's new room, and Adam and Alicia were in a box in our room somewhere, and I spent absolutely ages looking for them. But once I'd found them, I tried to think of a good storyline, and I did. Originally, I was gonna call the character Alicia Alexia, but then I decided to change it, kind of when I did the second script for it, because of a few different reasons. One, because I think Alicia sounds better, and two, because I personally know someone called Alexia, and I only used to know someone called Alicia. So it would kind of be awkward if she watched it, which she probably wouldn't, but if she is, oh well. I had my first script done on paper, and it was an alright script, I think, although I thought it did need changes added to it to make it better. I took out a bit of the talking and stuff because I rewrote the script on my laptop, and of course, as I just said, took out some talking and made it a little bit better. But I mean, it's the first of the second trilogy, so you can't expect the first of anything to be the best. You're gonna have to expect talking. The actual making process wasn't particularly hard. I just got my toys and just held them there and tried to speak. But an issue I had with quite a few scenes was that because there's no plug-in microphone to the iPad, I had to be very close to the iPad speaker for it to hear me, and you can see in some parts either my hair or a shadow of me just kind of darkening it and making it worse. But after a bit of editing, I think it looked fine. Now, the hardest bit for the editing was making it the 1970s. I didn't have to do much, I just put a picture on a box, put a few things up, and did an animation of a car and added some sound effects. And you can, in the beginning, hear two people talking, and that is me and my brother having a random 1970s style conversation, and I'll play the full footage for you now. Yeah, I hear that all these cars and stuff are bad for the environment, do you agree?
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah, because it's hard to breathe, isn't it? Right. Yeah, they also say smoking's real bad for you, how about that?
I do have a cigarette every now and then, you know.
Yeah, although, have you seen that new film called Jaws? It's coming out. Seems
Yeah.
like a really good film, yeah.
It seems like a good film.
Yeah, but of course in the original you only get the amount that I'm about to play.
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah, because it's hard to breathe. So, yeah, anyway, that's completely irrelevant. So, I decided I would make Doc meet his dad, which would be hard because I only have one toy that looks like Doc. So I'd have to film the Doc and the dad separately. I got some plasticine I had, some brown, some grey and some white, and I mixed them together with a bit of black, and I created the colour you see on the dad's hair, and I tried to style him to look like a guy in his mid-50s of age in the mid-70s, and I think it looks alright, I suppose. And I filmed all the bits with the dad in before I filmed anything else, and then I went ahead and filmed Doc's bit. The bits where he touches his shoulder, that's a lot different. That's when I had to film them two completely separate scenes in front of a green screen. And I remember I animated one hand going over the other, one hand going up, the other hand going down, and then I had to overlap the footage slightly to make it match. And that is how I made Adam the Time Traveler 4. I hope you found this video interesting, and goodbye.